Hi everybody and happy Thursday evening. It's fun time with Miss Judy with Art Outside the Box. So we're gonna do a really great project. I fell in love with this. I got very inspired by the spring-like weather. So I made this nifty little planter. And I had a spider plant at home that needed to be kind of separated out. So I potted that into this. And another cool thing about this project is that you probably have everything you need, and you're going to be recycling something too. So I like that. I'll show you what we need and then we'll get started. I used I think this is a 2-liter pop bottle. This one's green, the one I have was clear. I'll see how this works when I go to paint it. And you will need some paints. For this one, I painted my kitty all white, and then I added a little bit of kind of pink for his ears and nose, and then I did the rest with my Sharpie markers, so you'll need one of those. You'll also need some decent scissors. If you have scissors around, do them a favor and give them a good clean. That'll help you cut through this bottle, but actually these are pretty thin, so you shouldn't have any problem. You're also going to need a couple of paint brushes for your project, some paper towel in case you're messy like I am. When you finish it, you'll need either some potting soil, or you can go outside now that the ground is thawing and dig up some dirt. And then you'll need a plant, or another idea I just have, which would be kind of cool, is if you want to start some plants for your garden, you can pick up some seeds very inexpensively, or even if you put grass seed in here, it grows straight up and it gives it a real funny kind of look. So you can do whatever you want with it once you get it finished. There's lots of different ideas. The other thing is, if you don't have a 2-liter, or if you want to do a mini herb garden for your kitchen window or your living room, you can use pop or water bottles, the smaller ones. So let's get started. Okay, the first step is going to be to cut your bottle, and I'm going to tilt my camera down here so you can see how I'm going to do this. First of all, what I want to do is take my Sharpie and make my patterns. So I'm going to look at the one I already did, and I'll start by I'm going to go probably about halfway up the bottle, and I'm going to make a line here, and then I'm going to draw in the ears, triangular shapes, and then I'll go around until I get about midway. You'll be able to see the ears in here, and I'm going to go up and draw the tail. I'll come back down, and I'm going to come all the way around until I meet that line. So there, I've got my ears, my tail on the back, and all I have to do is cut this. I had a little difficulty making the first cut, so I've got just this little knife. You might want someone to give you a hand with this because the blade is sharp. So I'm just going to make the first cut with this little knife to puncture it very carefully. There we go. And then I'll be able to stick my scissors right in here and cut around. And this goes pretty easily. All right. This is the hardest part of the whole project. And if you don't follow right along your lines, it's okay, because you're going to paint over this anyway. It just gives you a little guidance. Working on the tail right now. And I am definitely outside the lines, but that is okay. And I'll come around this way. Get to the ears. It's probably making this look a little harder than it actually is. We're almost there, folks. And that's okay, because I wanted these ears a little bit bigger anyway than what I drew them. This last little piece off of here. And once I get this top off, I'll be able to trim things up a little bit. So there you go. That's pretty good. The next thing we're gonna do is start to paint. So you're going to use, like I said, acrylic or craft paint. And I used white, but use your imagination. You can use any color you want. There's all different colors of cats. So you've got brown, you could do black, you could do, doesn't even have to be a cat color. If you want to go with fluorescent pink, I'd say go for it. Now, it's going to take you a little bit to get this done, and here's what I did. I started with the bottom and a little bit bigger paintbrush, and you'll probably need about 2 coats of paint. So just start going to it. And I will tell you, the green bottle might be a little more difficult to cover than the clear bottle is. So if you can find a clear bottle, you probably have an easier time. All right, so I think you all know how to manage this part of it. And what we'll do is we'll come back in a few minutes when I've got this covered and the paint dries, and we'll finish off our project. Okay, I have finished painting and everything is all dry. So we are going to finish our little cat off. All right, so I got a smaller paintbrush to use, and then I also have a little bit of red paint, so I'm gonna just make a light pink. So I'll just put, only takes a dab or two right into my white. Just kind of mix that up. Hopefully you'll be able to see this. I'll turn it around. So I'm just gonna do like I did here. I've got the inside of his ears, kind of a pink color, and that's real easy to do. So it's just a little triangle. There's one. And we'll go over here and do the other one. I will tell you, look for a clear bottle. This being green did take a little extra paint to get everything covered. All right, and then I did kind of a little heart-shaped thing for his nose, so we'll go ahead and do that. So just sort of judge the middle between the 2 ears. I'll go down a little ways and just paint a little heart shape. And the rest we will finish off with the Sharpie marker. Okay, there's that. Now with the marker, I will, let's get this out of the way so we don't end up with paint all over Judy. Okay, so I'm gonna give him some nice little eyelashes. And we'll just kind of color those in. You can do any expression that you want. It's kind of fun to experiment with some, maybe some funny faces, make the eyes open. But this is real simple. So we'll just start with this. Okay, there's his eyelashes. And then of course we have to do some whiskers. So I've got 3 little dots on either side. And we'll draw out some whiskers from there. You could paint these on if you want to, but I really believe the Sharpie or a marker is the way to go. And the last thing he needs is his little mouth. So of course that goes right under the nose. And there you have it. Actually, this one kind of looks like a bunny. I want to tell you too that I did paint the inside a little bit. You're going to fill this up with dirt, but not all the way, so you want the inside to look kind of finished. Now, the only thing you would have to do to get this ready to plant is I would recommend that you put something to drain your water through your soil in the bottom, so it doesn't get too wet and your plant probably wouldn't live. So I would take some either pebbles or some rocks and just put a small layer of those on the bottom, and then add your potting soil and your plant or your seeds. All right, everyone, well, that completes our project for today. I had fun making these, and it's a fun idea. I think you can do a lot of different things with it. Go ahead and use your imagination like I always like you to do, and come up with some different faces, different expressions. Make sure to watch us on our Facebook page. We've got all kinds of videos, all kinds of projects, and also we have a YouTube channel if you didn't know, so you can catch us there too to look at anything that we've done in the past. And then always keep an eye out because we're posting things that we'll have in the future for you too. Thanks for being with me tonight. Have a great day. Bye-bye.